to over 80,000 players. Do not miss out. Video of Anthony Davis sitting on the bench emerged as LeBron made the jumper to set the NBA's all-time scoring record. As the rest of the team and what appears the stadium all on their feet for the moment, AD remained sitting on the bench. Shannon, what do you read into this?
I'm trying not to read too much into it. I think he was frustrated, Skip. He picked up his fourth foul with 58 seconds, and he was immediately subbed. A few seconds later, what happened? LeBron hit the shot. And he's one of LeBron's best friends. LeBron says LeBron would always run out the tunnel last. Since Anthony Davis come, he let AD run out of the tunnel last.
Good point.
They have their celebration right before the game because they were standing right there in front of me. And they always have their celebration. They're constantly talking. They sit next to each other on the bench, and they constantly communicate. And I'm thinking AD's thinking like, bro, my brother did this, and I'm on the sideline. I'm not there. I should have been one of the first players to greet him and say, congratulations, bro. Congratulations, big bro. I'm proud of you. Congratulations to everything that you've done. And so that's Skip, that's the only thing that I can think of because he picked up the foul at 58 seconds. 47 seconds later, LeBron hit the shot. So there's only like 10 seconds, 11 seconds left in the third quarter when he hit that shot.
It's a good point.
So LeBron, that's the only thing. I don't want to read too much into it, he wasn't proud of LeBron in that moment. But he didn't seem like himself the whole night.
He did not. He consciously took a back seat. He was spectating the greatness of LeBron James, maybe his closest friend in the world.
Yes.
I read zero resentment in here.
Yes.
There's nothing negative about it. It's all in a positive vein of he was in awe of the night, of the moment, and I do think he was deflated, to your point, that he wasn't actually in the moment.
Yes.
He had to observe it from the bench.
Yes.
And I think it hurt his heart a little bit that he didn't get to go out and hug him at
immediately.
The moment.
Yes.
Right, because there are no two players closer on this team than those two.
I agree.
I don't think. I'm not inside, but from what I can gather and what I hear. So the point was, Anthony can be a little odd sometimes because he can be very emotional sometimes, and then he can go completely emotionless. And his play sort of reflects that roller coaster, right?
Up and down. Okay.
And in this case, he was emotionless because I think he got lost in the moment, but to your point, he wasn't actually in the moment. He was just observing it from a distance, and he didn't need to go crazy because LeBron knows exactly how he feels about this because LeBron had watched his body language the whole night. It was like, here, you do this. Right?
Yes.
To a fault because Anthony didn't really come to play last night. He came to honor and observe. And it hurt him on the scoreboard because he never did assert himself in this game.
Because he said this is LeBron's moment.
It was.
And
it was his night.
I don't want to interfere with it, get in the way of it, or usurp it.
No. And Russ didn't care about it, and it was usurping it. And in fact, the first pass that LeBron's got wide open. Well, I mean, we were going to get a tomahawk out of this one, and Russ misses him by 10 yards to the right. It's just like the worst pass you've ever seen.
Well, he was mad at Troy Brown because Troy Brown didn't get his head up. Troy passed the ball to Russ.
And then he said, hey, what are you doing? Okay. So, but I don't have any issue with what AD did.
Neither do I.
No, I hope nobody does.
No, LeBron's the whole reason AD's a Laker. Those two extremely close friends.
Yep.
All right, guys. Coming up next, let's talk about Kyrie and his debut as a Dallas Maverick. How's he going to look? We'll get your thoughts coming up on the other side of this break.
The most anticipated debut of any first-year athlete in any sport. LeBron James' first shot is good.
As long as I got that 6'9" guy from Akron, I fear nothing.
That's what you're talking about.
I go anywhere.
Flight number 23.
Anytime.
LeBron James.
Nobody has ever put up these kind of numbers.
Sends it. LeBron.
Nobody can keep him from the rim.
Corner inside. Go. LeBron James for the lead. Got it.
Move over, Kareem. LeBron is about to be the new king of scoring.
LeBron backing him in. Turns. Shoots. Scores. There he is. All hail the new king in town.
You gonna be there?
I will be there.
Epic.
History in the making, and Shannon had a courtside view of LeBron passing Kareem as the NBA's all-time leading scorer last night. Just watching it on TV gave me goosebumps. Shannon, what was it like actually sitting there, being part of that moment last night?
Gut-wrenching.
Gut-wrenching?
It is, Skip, because I get too invested. Because at that moment, Skip, when I'm at the game, I'm not Shannon Sharp. I'm just some Joe Blow that got very fortunate enough that I was able to get a ticket and I get to watch him. So
by the way, how do you get these?
There you go. See, there you go.
Well, I don't know how you pull this off.
I know people.
Is it knowing people or how deep your wallet is?
Yeah. It's a combination of both.
Yeah, all right.
And so, Skip, if you see Skip, I'm hanging on. I'm like in my hot, and all the emotions. But to be there and to see that, Skip, I mean, it's not every day or every year that you get to see a moment like this. I mean, I guess if you saw Barry Bonds break the home run record, or you're fortunate enough, let's just say you were 10 and you saw Hank Aaron break the record, and then 40 years later you see Barry Bonds break the record.
Yep.
What's the likelihood, or you being in attendance to see both of those? I'm sure there's someone, I mean, maybe there was a reporter that was, probably just started on the beat, was at that game to see Hank Aaron, and then later see Barry Bonds break the record.
Yeah,
maybe. But to be in there and to see that, and then see all the guys, and LeBron came over and said, "Hey, I really appreciate you being here tonight, man." That meant the world to me, because as I tell,
Pre-game?
No, after the game.
After the game.
After the game.
Saw it, yeah.
And he and Skip, for me, I'm not just a fan. Yeah, I talk about it, and I'm a fan, but I'm a friend. And so it's just to be there and to see it and to see everybody in the field, the buzz, the electricity in the building. It was different. I've been to a few of the Lakers games, but this was different. And you knew it was different because there was a buzz outside and everybody, oh, he gonna do it tonight. Nah, don't worry about coming back Thursday. He gonna do it tonight.
Yep.
I'm like, do y'all realize 36 points just don't grow on trees? Mm-hmm. He gonna do it. He gonna do it. And to beat us, Skip, it was just like, and to see all the Laker greats and the Bob McAdoo come over, is like, hey, and AC Green and James Worthy. I know James, talk to him often. And to see Kareem and see all the other celebrities in the building, Skip, like if you was in the building and you witnessed this at home, I hope you understood what you saw. I hope you're proud and cherish the moment that you were a part of. Because I definitely did. I'm a loss for words, and I don't get a loss for words very often. Mm.
I am glad you were there. I'm glad you got to experience it close up, firsthand, right in your face, where the emotion of it, the impact of it just spilled all over you. Mm-hmm. Almost like LeBron running over somebody in a courtside seat. That's what you got hit with, the power of the emotion.
Yes.
This is what I know about Lakers and history. I covered this team for the LA Times back in the 70s, and the tradition was already growing because they had won championships before, and they'd been through a period with Jerry West, and they had Wilt for a while.
And they had great players.
They had great players.
Wilt and Baylor and West.
And here came, Kareem had just come, but Magic wasn't there yet.
No.
But he was about to be.
Yes.
And Showtime was about to be born.
Correct.
Now we got HBO specials on what Showtime was all about.
Right.
Inside Out. It's hard on Laker Nation right now because they're struggling on the basketball court.
Yes.
But this was a moment to forget about the year and think about legacy and history. And we live here in Los Angeles. It's a celebrity city.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a city that only turns out when it's real and epic.
Yes.
It needs something that is better than anybody else has.
Right.
And last night, Laker Nation was better than any other nation because LeBron was passing one of their own, Kareem.
Right.
So he wasn't passing some guy who played for the Knicks or the Celtics.
Yes.
He's passing his own. It's blue blood to blue blood,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
So it was a moment in time where you can forget the outcome. Like